It is now time for the last class trial in the last Danganronpa game. That's a lot of lasts. It is weird that they have the— oh, they broke this area too.
Alright!
The next time we come out of the trial grounds, it'll all be over, right? We can win, right?
Okay.
Of course.
It's okay.
It'll be okay. This class trial should be much easier than the others.
What?
Why?
Because.
Up until now, we had to find the culprits amongst the people in our group during the class trials. That's why we couldn't work together, even if we wanted to. But this time, it's different.
I see.
Since there isn't a culprit among us, we can work together without any doubts.
Ah.
We're all going to be working together this time. I already feel more at ease. But I wish it had happened sooner. At the beginning there were 16 of us. Now there's only 4 of us standing here, plus Kibo, who is coming later.
Well...
We're about to head to the last battle. Why are you so depressed?
Sorry.
You're right.
Everyone!
Thank you for waiting.
Kibo!
Hey, you got your Foopy thing back. That was fast. His weapons have been removed. I suppose you don't have to worry about him attacking.
What?
What are you disappointed? Did you prefer your sci-fi gear after all?
Well...
It's not that.
Everyone!
I'm just very sorry. Kibo bowed at the waist to us. I acted recklessly and put you all in serious danger.
Everyone!
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
What?
What's wrong? You're totally different from before when you were in battle mode. Shuichi, you told me earlier not to give up hope.
Okay.
That's right.
I
finally realized that you were right. My inner voice told me. Your inner voice. I thought you said you couldn't hear it anymore, but he's got his swoop back. A swoop that allows the radio signals in, I'm guessing. Well, I had the Mana Cubs repair me in addition to removing my battle gear. And now, for some reason, I can hear my inner voice again. So he can hear it again after the repairs. But it looks like... his hair looks like an antenna. Does that mean it wasn't just decoration? And now that I think about it, what is his inner voice exactly? What does he hear? I was wrong to try to destroy everything just to avoid losing to despair. Even if I had followed through, there would have been no hope or future left afterward. In which case, my actions would have merely resulted in a different despair altogether. I do not expect you to forgive me. What I did was foolish.
Please!
But will you allow me to fight alongside you? I want to help you find the truth. Please. Of course, Kibo. That's what I've wanted from the start. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So, you'll allow me? Oh, you seem angry, Tsumugi. Would you prefer I not help?
Well...
I'm not mad, I'm just holding myself back. When someone says please that strongly, I always want to respond with, but I refuse. But I can read the mood here, so I'm holding back. Well, of course.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay now. Of course you can fight with us, Kibo. There's a big wall between living things and objects, but you're our friend, Kibo.
Everyone!
Thank you. By the way, Maki, I've been meaning to ask you, but what is that vacuum cleaner you're carrying?
I see.
It's the bug vac. I think Okichi designed it and had Miyu make it.
I see.
Gonta had mentioned something about tiny bugs before.
Okay.
I thought it could be a clue to something. But we can't seem to catch any bugs with it, so it doesn't seem like there are any. So it really was just Gonta's imagination after all.
No.
It might be too soon to determine that. Can we wait until I've examined it with my eyes at least? Your eyes? Your flashlight eyes? Tsumugi?
But...
Kiba seems completely different from earlier. Maybe it's like equipping all those weapons enhanced his feelings too?
It's from that one thing!
It happens with cosplay too. When you wear a cosplay, you start acting like the character. In character.
Ah!
You brought that thing with you, huh, Maki? You act like you're cold and distant, but you're surprisingly warm and serious. I finally feel like I figured out how close we are now.
What are you trying to pull?
With Kibo's eyes, huh? If Gonta couldn't see it, I doubt Kibo would be able to either. So what do you mean, Kibo?
You.
What good can your eyes do? It's not like you've got good eyesight, right?
Yeah.
That was true until I installed my zoom function.
Huh?
Your zoom function.
Yes.
It was in my lab next to the jetpack and rocket launcher. Thanks to that function, my vision has increased 100-fold.
Huh?
100-fold.
What did you say?
That's a power-up that goes way past your default settings.
But
This is the true talent of the ultimate robot. Because I am one, I can evolve in ways that are simply not possible for a human. I've finally accepted that. There are notable differences between us, but they're nothing for me to be ashamed of.
I also...
Because of my talent, it's possible that I can save you all. Kibo took the bug back from Maki, and
Leave it to me.
it's worth a shot. At maximum zoom, my vision is on par with that of a microscope. Maki, I'll borrow this bug back for a moment. He stared at it intensely.
I see it. I'll print out this memory.
Teeny tiny Monokuma. Just as before, Kibo printed a picture from right out of his mouth. He took it from his lips and handed it to me.
Huh?
Is this Monokuma?
Hey,
Are these small bugs? Are these the small bugs Gonta was talking about?
Yes.
A human's eyes would not be able to see things that exist at a nanoscopic level. For Gonta to have noticed them, his vision really was superhuman.
hey.
What are these things holding? Are they holding cameras?
Well then.
Why don't we ask them?
Huh?
We can talk to this?
Leave it to me.
I have already installed an augmented hearing function.
What was that?
I guess anything's possible.
Start talking now, or I'll squish you one by one. Whatever function you serve, you'll be unable to carry it out. Do you accept these terms?
Kibo asked in a way that made it clear it was not up for negotiation.
They call themselves Nanokumas. Apparently they're members of the Monocubs.
What? This little thing?
Then there were actually 6 monocubs?
Not quite. These don't exist as individuals, but rather as a hive mind. They travel through the air in a swarm, covering every square inch of this campus.
So it's not just one, it's a whole swarm of monocubs.
If they're that small, they could have been in my nose or mouth and I'd never know.
They are, right now, Himiko.
I don't like the thought of that.
And their function is to record footage of the events that are unfolding here and transmit it to Monokuma.
What?
Using their tiny cameras, they record footage and transmit it wirelessly. Mother Kuma receives the footage and parses it before sending it off to Monokuma.
You mean like a security camera?
They're so small that they can't be seen with the naked eye. They must be the security cameras. The 6th monocub has been added to the drift bullet section of your monopad. So there were security cameras after all,
Hey,
and they've been recording the footage wirelessly. Kokichi was correct to use the electro bomb.
that punk.
When he used it, the Nanokumas were unable to send any footage back to Monokuma.
You're right.
In that case, I doubt Monokuma was the real culprit. The more I learned, the more I wish that Kokichi had just worked with us normally.
But
That's impossible. No matter how many times he reincarnates, he's a liar down to his soul. But he was still on our side. I never would have imagined the 6th Monokub would be security cameras. That's how Monokuma was able to keep watch of this entire academy, huh? He's toying with us. He's not just confident, he's sure he's going to win. I know that must be what he's thinking.
oh yeah.
At least we know that important detail now. I'm glad you told us before the class trial.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kibo.
By the way,
You're welcome, but we should get going now.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't know what Monokuma will do if we show up late.
That's fine.
You're right. Then let's start heading to the trial grounds.
Okay.
All
Going to Discovery Kokichi made a design, and you built the device? It was because of all of them that Kibo was able to find the final clue. It's almost like everyone's cheering us on. Teamwork.
Why you?
In the end, we couldn't find the mastermind. They must be really good at hide and seek, but they can't escape my magic.
With my magic.
I'll hit them with my all your relationships will end up being love triangles curse. That would be very helpful, Kimiko. Would it?
It's okay.
Relax. If we end up failing and it comes time for me to kill you, I'll make sure to end your life swiftly, so you won't have to suffer.
Thank you.
Good response. Fair enough. I'm glad I was able to help. I wouldn't want you to think my sci-fi weaponry is the only growth I've displayed thus far. Let's go. Monokuma is expecting us. Alright, let's go. There's no point in worrying anymore, right now. We only need to think about getting out of here alive. And so, we put the destroyed Ultimate Academy behind us, and headed to the final trial grounds. Carrying the last of the survivors, the elevator brought us down. What could be waiting for the 5 of us? I'm sure this is the end of despair. And the beginning of hope. Everything ends here. Everything. The killing game of Hope's Peak Academy, the killing game of Jabberwock Island, and the killing game of this Ultimate Academy. How much more till they're satisfied? This is the end of it. I'm tired of this. We're going to end it. We're going to end this cruel game. So this is the final trial grounds. It's not up to you or me to decide whether or not this is the end.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Well, well.
More importantly, since you guys requested that we hold this class trial, I'm sure you won't mind allowing me to participate too, right?
Right.
It'll be easier to argue if I do.
That's true.
I was going to have you participate this time, but I didn't think you'd volunteer.
What is it?
You seem confident.
With my magic.
You're confident now, but I'm gonna turn your body into an omnibus of my magic.
Actually,
An omnibus? Do you mean the vehicle, or like a compilation book, or...
Bugging me.
Knock it off, I won't be provoked by your cheap threats. He seems really provoked.
Yeah, but
If Pops is gonna participate, things are gonna get pretty damn interesting.
Father!
You can do it.
Get a rock-hard ranger!
We'll cheer you on till our voices are hoarse and bleeding, right, Monodon?
That's wonderful.
This is beautiful.
How stupid!
Cheer me on. You guys are totally participating too. You kids have a pivotal role to play. What kind of dad would I be if I hogged the spotlight? And if you kids don't play a pivotal role, then what use are any of you? Pivotal role? Can we really do it? I don't know.
Looking forward to it!
Don't worry, as a good parent, I will do my darndest to motivate you.
Well now.
With this button.
What?
What's the button for? It's a Monica detonator that I prepared to ensure my adorable kids do their very best. Detonator.
Yeah.
With a push of the button, I'll detonate the bombs inside each of your bodies. So, make sure you try really hard, or I'll start pressing it. Got it? That's too far.
Here.
You know what they say, if your kids are cute, plant a bomb in them.
You stupid!
That is not a real saying.
Cuz.
I know you cute kids can do this. You just need the proper motivation. So, no need to worry. Just make sure you all play pivotal roles. That's all. How absurd.
I knew it.
You really are the worst. I am the best at being the worst, don't you think so? I tell ya, people can't get enough of my crude antics.
Now then.
Let's get started. Let's get this crude climax underway. I would like to save. That sounds like a good idea. Oh boy. I don't have a much higher skill thing than I had before, nor do I think I've really gotten anything new. I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. What do we have in the handbook, though? The history. Contradicts the memory. Blah blah blah. Rikichi's game itself. Alright. Give me one moment, and then we'll do this. Okay. For the last time, class trial. Begin. Alright, cool. Silence.
I'd like to begin by asking Shuichi a question, since this class trial was his idea. What exactly is the point of this class trial?
Yeah! Why are we having a class trial if no one died? Whoa! My voice was way louder than I expected. I might be on a roll today.
Hey! I'm no slouch at being a loudmouth either!
Me too.
Monodem's voice is super soft, though. Everyone cool with him getting blown up?
You said that the killing game would end if you exposed the truth at the class trial. So, you bastards, what is the purpose of this class trial?
Oh, that's a good question.
But his voice was quiet.
But what he said mattered the most.
Does force for him not matter at all?
The purpose of the class trial.
All right, I'll give you an answer. The reason I called for this trial is...
to stop Kipo in the fight to continue the killing game. We had the shot put ball, right? The clean one with the pink fibers on it? I think we're saying that Kaede didn't actually kill anyone.
That's it! I wish to retry a past case.
A retrial?
For which case?
The first one, the murder of Rantaro Amami. I've found new evidence relevant to the case. In light of that evidence, I demand a retrial.
What's the point of a retrial? The result of the first class trial has already been settled.
Yeah!
I think you broke your own rules.
What if our vote was wrong?
Wrong.
Monokuma said the blackened for that incident was Kaede.
Are you saying he was wrong?
Whoa, what?
Mono Kid, your reactions are too extreme. It's making the rest of us look bad.
Oh shit! He's already got the detonator!
To test the validity of our vote, we're going to retry the entire case. If Monokuma was wrong, the validity of these trials would be in question. The entire killing game wouldn't make sense anymore.
I see. You think you can destroy the game by calling out my failure as the game master.
You shouldn't have a problem with this if you have nothing to hide, Monokuma.
So in the end, the first case has become the focal point yet again. What a twist! What an interesting twist! Okay, let's do this!
So what is this new truth?
There are several. But before we go any further, I want to discuss Rantaro's talent.
Did you learn what his talent was?
Really ironic. Rantaro's ultimate talent was a mystery, but now I know. The ultimate survivor.
That's it! He was the ultimate survivor.
Ultimate survivor?
I saw it too. He said so in his video.
Well, truth is, this isn't your first killing game. You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game. That's why you get this perk, the survivor perk.
Rantaro became the ultimate survivor after surviving a past killing game. After his memory was wiped, he participated in the killing game once again.
So this wasn't Rantaro's first killing game?
Why did he participate in a second killing game?
I'm not sure yet. But after I learned that Rantaro was the ultimate survivor, I deduced his objective.
Rantaro's objective?
The reason he went to the library before he was killed, and why he knew about the hidden door.
Didn't he just happen to randomly notice the hidden door?
That's what I thought at the time, but it appears that assumption was false. There was an actual reason Rantaro knew about the door.
That reason is... the survivor perk. It had a map.
That's it! Rantaro was given this monopad as a kind of survivor perk. It has a map of the entire academy, including areas that had not yet been unlocked. Of course, that includes the hidden room.
To think Rantaro was given that as a survivor perk.
He found out about the hidden room with this map?
The monopad also contained a video Rantaro recorded for himself.
Am I supposed to be reading this? Okay.
If the mastermind ever needed a spare Monokuma, they would head to the hidden room.
The message was what inspired him to go to the library to investigate the hidden room.
A time limit is now in effect. If a murder does not occur by nighttime 2 days from now, then every student forced to participate in this killing game will die. Mauled to shreds by countless Monokumas from the rumored Monokuma making machine.
The mastermind would have gone to that room to mass-produce Monokuma once time ran out. So in order to figure out who the mastermind was, Rantaro went to the hidden room at the back of the library just before time ran out.
That's right. Rantaro must have come to the same conclusion that Kaede and I did.
Sure is ironic that the ultimate survivor died because of Kaede's trap.
But if Rantaro had a clue like that, why didn't he come to us with it?
I assume because he didn't trust us. The killing game had just started after all. What he said in his video message certainly didn't help either. He told himself to only share this information with people he could trust.
He didn't have any recollection of filming this message, right? That means he must have had trouble believing it as well.
It was probably confusing to him too. That's why he didn't consult us.
Why the long face? It's nothing. I figured no one would listen to some guy who can't even remember his own talent, right? This is exactly what Monokuma wants us to do. So what else is part of his plan? Is my memory part of it too? If it is, then... Can I even trust myself?
He didn't know if he could trust that video, or trust us, or even trust himself. He must have been so lost. But with the time limit approaching, he decided to take a chance.
There's no need for that, because I'm going to end this game. I've already decided. You're going to end the game? It's not about outfoxing everyone in this killing game, it's about ending the game itself. That's the real goal. Can you even accomplish such a feat? I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't think I could.
So we went to the library alone, without telling anyone.
And then he got killed by Kaede's trap.
The only people who knew about the hidden door at that time were Rantaro and I. I had Kaede with me, and I thought I could trust her, so I told her about the hidden room. That was the difference between me and Rantaro, I suppose. I had Kaede.
And Kaede's the one who killed him!
What a snake!
Hey, so what are you guys talking about? Is this something I forgot?
Oh no. Are the memory problems happening already? No, wait. You are new. You're brand new, baby. It's okay.
I don't know anything about what they're saying.
Is this something that transpired before we were born?
So what's your point? You know who Rantaro was and why he did what he did. But it's pointless now, isn't it?
No, it's not pointless. Now that we know this new information, if we look back at Rantaro's case, we can find a new truth that we missed at the time.
A new truth?
I don't really get it, but we just need to look at Rantaro's case again, right?
Then let's do it.
Yes, let's do this together.
With my vast magical powers, I'll turn Monokuma into an omnibus. I don't really get that either, but I guess we're gonna republish Monokuma.
I'm not too sure either, but the real battle is just beginning. We'll prove that the result was wrong and corner the mastermind together. So we're saying that Kaede tried but didn't manage it. And whoever was in the room at the time is the one that did it.
Rantaro went to the library just before Monokuma's time
Oops.
limit expired.
Double oops.
Using the information
That's the
provided by the survivor perk, he made his way to the hidden door.
To expose the identity of the mastermind. But before he could achieve that goal, he got hit in the head with a shot put ball and died.
Because of Kaede's fully automatic killing machine!
Eh? Fully automatic?
Not really.
There was no culprit at the scene. The only one in the library at the time of the murder was Rantaro himself!
Well,
That's a fact, right?
The camera went off just before the incident, and only Rantaro was in the picture.
if we're saying Rantaro was the only one at the scene, that's what we concluded at the first trial. But was that really true? The Monokubs developed the pictures. And since they okayed a wrong ending, then it means that they were in on it and actively protecting whomever the mastermind was. So, the mastermind was also in the library with them. But if they happened to trip the camera, which it's very possible that they didn't, then that picture would not be given to us.
Rantaro went to the library
It is the Survivor Perk
just
Monopad,
before Monokuma's
which is covered in blood.
time limit expired.
Using the information provided by the survivor perk, he made his way to the hidden door.
To expose the identity of the mastermind. But before he could achieve that goal. He got hit in the head with a shot put ball and died.
Because of Kaede's fully automatic killing machine.
Fully automatic?
There was no culprit at the scene. The only one in the library at the time of the murder was Rantaro himself!
I think it's this one.
That's wrong! No, Rantaro was not the only one in the library at the time the murder occurred. This survivor perk monopad is proof of that.
Why would that monopad be evidence?
The monopad was given exclusively to Rantaro as his survivor perk, correct? But when we searched Rantaro's body, he didn't have it on his person. He only had his student handbook monopad. Which means that someone took this monopad from Rantaro after the murder.
That's very wrong! Wow! That's what we've been saying!
What? Keep quiet, will you? I don't have time for your nonsense right now.
Really? I have no clue what anyone is talking about.
If we don't chime in soon, Pops is gonna push the detonator.
Then we better not let these fucking chumps run their mouths anymore!
We're debating the monocups? We're debating the monocups. Oh god.
A bloody monopad is disgusting!
Kinda, yeah.
You should wash it right away!
That's not a real rebuttal!
Someone stole the survivor perk monopad? Where's the proof?
It was in the other room.
No way there's a bloody thief!
But remember, Rantaro brought the survivor perk monopad to the library. If it's missing now, that must mean someone stole it.
He brought that monopad to the library?
I think there's maybe no way that's possible.
Why?
All he had on him was the student handbook monopad! He didn't bring the survivor perk with him!
You cannot assert it was stolen.
Yep, that's right!
The whole argument is clear. I'll counter it now.
He brought that
Picture.
pad to the
Yeah.
library?
I think there's maybe no way that's possible.
All he had on him was the student handbook monopad! He didn't bring the survivor perk with him!
I'll cut through your words! No, there is no doubt Rantaro brought the survivor perk monopad to the library. The picture taken just before he died clearly shows him holding it.
That could be his student handbook monopad for all you fucking know!
No, it was definitely the same monopad. You see the way the blood has dried here? The outline of his fingers matches how he was holding it in the picture.
Oh, you're right!
Shortly after this photo was taken, Rantaro was struck in the head by the shot put ball. Do you think that's when this bloody outline on the monopad was formed?
I do. That's why the monopad Rantaro is holding in this picture has to be the same monopad we have now.
What?
Come on, no overreacting! It makes us look like we're not paying attention!
Scream all you want! Monosuke's the one that's gonna get blown up!
Bye, Monokid.
Ah! Monokid!
I was so upset my cute cubs lost that my finger slipped. But those were some pretty fireworks. Even in death, my kid's a real cutie. I hear lions push their cubs into bottomless ravines to kill them.
Okay.
They don't kill them.
So there was a thief, huh? I can't believe someone would do something so evil.
So who took the monopad? Do you know anything else?
Do we know anything about the person who took Rentaro's monopad? I think we do. Let me get the facts straight and think. That screams, it's this thing. Ugh, let's go. Zoom. Heh. Never gets any more exciting. Monopads and don't blah 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 blah. How many monopads did Rantaro have in the library? If we're saying that this extra survivor perk monopad was a special thing, then that would be 2. But we only ever found 1. Better jump. Alright, more letters. Ah, this is the worst part of Mario Kart. Which monopad is taken away? The survivor one. This minigame lasts too long. The survivor perk monopad. Where is the monopad taken to? The hidden room. Come on. There ain't no fixing this shit. God damn. Interesting. Discord's just giving up. Ignore that. It's fine. Where was it taken to? The hidden room. Please come on, streaming mode. Gotta do it manually now, I guess. Disgusting. Maybe it'll fix itself. I mean, it broke itself, so who knows? Ah, blah blah. No, I missed all of them. Well, at least now the road seems almost slightly interesting. Big upgrade from random ass road in the desert. Number 15. Man, I'm bad at this. I could just stop and like slowly gather all the blocks. I might do that. Who can enter the hidden room? The mastermind. The deceased. God. They're gonna be the victim. But I'm done with them.
It connects!
The one who took that monopad is the mastermind. I'm sure of it.
The mastermind?
The Survivor Perk monopad was found in the library's hidden room. And only the mastermind would have been able to enter that room, correct?
Between the time Rantaro died and when we found him, they put that monopad in the hidden room?
No, that's impossible!
Why?
Impossible? Why?
Huh? You don't know? Why, even my cute little cubs have already figured it out.
Huh? We have?
Yeah, so I'll let Monotaro explain.
Huh? I've already forgotten what we're even talking about.
Oh crap, he's gonna push it! It's gonna be Monokid all over again!
The mastermind is not in any of the photos taken in the library. Why is that?
Huh?
Oh, that's true. In order to get to the hidden room, you need to move the bookcase, right? But Shuichi and Kaede set up those hidden cameras, so...
Well, hold on. They only go off whenever the bookcase moves. Not the door on the inside. If it was already opened by Rantaro, they could open and close that door however many times they want. And it would never take another picture, so long as the bookcase doesn't move again.
If the mastermind was using that door, they would have been caught on camera. But none of the pictures showed anyone like that.
Then, that reasoning is wrong.
Amazing, Monodon! Well done!
Hold on. The hidden cameras in the library had interval timers.
After the shutter snaps, the camera can take a new photo for 30 seconds. Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
Perhaps the mastermind worked within that 30-second interval?
I see. So the mastermind hid in the hidden room, waited for the right timing, grabbed the monopad from the library, and then returned to the hidden room.
Hold on! There's a flaw in your logic.
What? What flaw?
Huh? Don't ask me! The Mono Cubs are gonna explain it!
What? Again?
Reject your logic without explaining why! That's the Monokuma debate style!
Ah, yes, the power of nuh-uh.
Take it from here, Mono Cubs! And you better use your brains or I'll kill ya!
What are we arguing about again?
The hidden camera! Isn't it weird that the mastermind's not in any photos?
Unless they use the interval between shots.
The camera has a 30-second interval between shots.
They don't even need to
That's
worry
enough
about that.
time to take the monopad from the body.
Then where was the mastermind hiding?
In the room.
In the hidden room, of course!
Thank you, Himiko.
If they were still inside the hidden room, how would they know what was happening in the library?
The
If you don't
cameras.
know when the camera went off, how would you know the interval timing?
Bravo, Monodon! Wonderful objection!
Now we've escaped certain death.
Ah, boy. I know the mastermind is trying to time it. And of course, they would have been able to hit the right timing.
What are we arguing about again? The hidden camera! It could be that the mastermind's not in any photos. Unless they use the interval between shots. The camera has a 30-second interval between shots. That's enough time to take the monopad from the body. Then where was the mastermind hiding? In the hidden room, of course! If they were still inside the hidden room, how would they know what was happening in the library?
If you don't know when the camera
Yep,
went off,
it was that one. My bad.
how would you...
Sorry, Monodon. I gotta go again.
Now we escape certain death.
Wasn't thinking.
Unless they use the interval between shots. The camera has a 30-second interval between shots. That's enough time to take the monopad from the body. Then where was the mastermind hiding? In the hidden room, of course! If they were still inside the hidden room,
would they know what was library?
That's wrong! The mastermind saw what was happening in the library. They had surveillance cameras.
Surveillance cameras.
What? Where would something like that be?
You don't know? Even though they're monocubs just like you?
Monocubs?
I mean these.
Oh, so cute and tiny!
Aren't they? They're your siblings, too!
That's a big reveal to drop so casually.
It has digital camo, in case being teeny tiny isn't enough.
These little guys are called Nanokumas. Their job is to monitor the campus.
How do you know that?
Oh, Father told me. He said to make sure I told everyone. I had completely forgotten about it. Good thing I just remembered.
Dumbass! You remembered too late!
There are countless Nanokumas buzzing all over the campus. All the footage they record is wirelessly transmitted through Mother Kuma, and then sent to Monokuma.
Yes, via Mother Kuma. That's an important point. If Mother Kuma receives the camera feeds, the mastermind could ask it anything. They would know about the situation in the library and the hidden room.
I see! Mother Kuma can tell them the interval timers for the cameras!
Then the mastermind was in the hidden room after they stole the monopad from Rentaro.
But why would they steal the monopad?
The mastermind was probably terrified by the idea of us picking up Rantaro's perk.
No, that's wrong!
What?
I wasn't necessarily afraid. The survivor perk was for Rantaro's eyes only. Sure, he could have shared the info with you, but that's not the same as getting the info directly from the monopad. 'Cause then you can't say it was a survivor perk for Rantaro's eyes only, right?
Why is at that time the only thing not moving?
So when he died, I took it back. That's all.
I don't know about that.
How do you figure?
You look calm now, but at the time, you must have been pretty desperate. The monopad clearly stated that there was a mastermind in the academy. If we knew then that a mastermind was behind everything, we would have worked together. But you couldn't let that happen. You needed us to go after each other.
Either way, you admit the mastermind stole the monopad, right?
Well, yes, but only reluctantly.
Then the mastermind messed up! If they wanted to retrieve the monopad, they should have used Monokuma to do it!
Nope, that's impossible. The rules state I can't participate in a murder, which includes tampering with the crime scene.
The school rules.
If you're so strict about following the rules, does that mean that someone is watching? If that's the case...
Still, what a waste of a survivor perk! If only he lived a little longer, then this info would have made things interesting.
Ah! Stop changing the subject!
I still don't have the whole picture, but it seems that we're all being watched. In that case, this plan should go well. If I ruin this killing game by proving that it doesn't follow its own rules, I should be able to end the whole thing.
But the point of this class trial is to discuss Rantaro's case, right? The mastermind stealing his survivor perk shouldn't affect it whatsoever. In the end, Kaede killed him. There's no shaking off that truth.
Yeah!
One truth prevails!
No, that's not the truth. I'm certain of that. It's a lie that you made up.
Me? Lie?
That's right. Kaede wasn't the one who killed Rantaro. The true culprit is...
The mastermind.
That's it! The mastermind controlling Monokuma. They're the one who killed Rantaro.
The mastermind is the culprit?
Jeez, and you call yourself the ultimate detective? Trying to overturn the results of the first-class trial. The Mono Cubs won't be silent about this!
What? Us again?
But we said we don't know!
In their defense, they weren't there.
If Rantaro's killer is the mastermind, that means Kaede was the mastermind!
Can you prove the mastermind is the culprit?
Yeah! Got any evidence?
You want evidence Kaede is the culprit? The shot put ball at the murder scene! She used the camera flash to lure Rantaro in, and then cracked his skull with a shot put ball!
Previously, yes.
Yep, Kaede set up the whole thing.
But now there's this non-bloody
Even the lethal shot put ball.
shot put ball.
Kaede had it all along.
See, Kaede's the mastermind after all!
Why so interested in dead people? You want to crack open a cold one?
That'll be weird. If I can just show that Kaede isn't the culprit, their argument falls apart. I should have evidence of that.
If Rantaro's killer is the mastermind, that means Kaede was the mastermind!
Can you prove the mastermind is the culprit?
Yeah!
It's a really long bullet.
You want evidence Kaede is the culprit? The shot put ball at the murder scene! She used the camera flash to lure Rantaro in, and then cracked his skull with a shot put ball!
Yep, Kaede set up the whole thing. Even the lethal shot put ball. Kaede had it all along.
That's wrong!
But this one's all nice and clean.
The most important fact we discovered during the investigation is this. The shot put ball that Rantaro was killed with was different than the one Kaede had.
What'd you say? I have no idea what's going on.
A different shot put ball? What do you mean?
I found a shot put ball in the trash can in the hidden room. But it was not the murder weapon. That shot put ball didn't have any blood on it. Rather, there was a pink fiber stuck to that shot.
Pink fiber? So what?
Do you remember how Kaede was carrying the shot put ball?
Kaede's backpack. She was carrying the shot put ball in there. Despite its weight, it would have been easy to carry in a backpack. I noticed you also had a spare vest, which you could have wrapped it in. That would prevent the cameras you were carrying from being damaged.
I see. She had it in her backpack.
It was wrapped in her spare vest. Her pink vest.
I see. The shot put ball you found in the hidden room had a pink fiber on it.
Yes, it's a fiber from her vest. That can only mean that the ball I found was the one that was in Kaede's backpack.
What'd you say? Really, I got no idea what you're talking about.
That shot put ball did not have blood on it, so it could not have been the murder weapon. In short, the shot that Kaede used didn't hit Rantaro.
Then maybe they just washed off the blood.
If so, the fiber on the shot put ball would have been washed off as well. It's clear to me that the real murder weapon is different than the shot Kaede had.
They just had a random shot put ball with them.
Yes, Kaede set up the bookcase and rolled the shot into the vent. But that shot didn't hit Rantaro. Her plan failed.
Failed? I don't even know what that means!
found that shot put ball in the hidden room, then that means...
I found the shot put ball in the hidden room because... the mastermind took it.
That's it! The mastermind took it from the library. Only they could get in that room after all.
The mastermind took it?
So they recovered the shot that missed Rantaro, and he was killed by a different one.
Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, who made it look like Kaede was the culprit. That required a bit of trickery on the mastermind's part. They prepared their own shot to kill Rantaro and switched it with Kaede's shot. They took Kaede's shot put ball and stowed it in the hidden room. To put it simply, Kaede didn't kill Rantaro. It was the mastermind.
So we actually got the first trial wrong, and we should all be dead.
What?
Did you?
Everyone, calm down. Father is going to yell.
Monodom, no!
What? Monodum, why?
Whoops! I got too worked up and accidentally pressed the detonator!
The mastermind killed Rantaro? But why?
I believe the reason had something to do with a time limit motive.
A time limit is now in effect. If a murder does not occur by nighttime 2 days from now, then every student forced to participate in this killing game will die.
Kaede was keeping us all together, and we refused to kill each other. To break up the stalemate, the mastermind introduced that motive. However, this was a gamble. They didn't want to cause total chaos after all.
Because that would just end everything. They wanted an exciting killing game.
That motive put pressure on the mastermind, as well as us.
Yes, Kaede had a plan to kill the mastermind, but Rantaro was caught in the trap. However, her plan ultimately failed. The shot put ball that she rolled didn't hit Rantaro.
Because it missed, we would have been annihilated due to the time limit. But the mastermind wanted to avoid that situation, so they took action.
Thanks to the Nanokumas, the mastermind would have known Kaede's intended murder weapon. So when her plan failed, they would already have another shot put ball prepared.
Then, the mastermind manipulated the scene to make it look like Kaede succeeded. All they had to do was hide Kaede's shot in the hidden room that only they could enter.
So, Kaede was executed on false charges?
Yes. Yes, she was. She didn't actually kill anyone. But she was executed nonetheless, because the mastermind framed her for Rantaro's murder. And Monokuma played along. He let us believe the mastermind's lie. We were all fooled, including Kaede. We thought she was the culprit until the very end. And you want to tell us this game is fair? That there are rules? That's all bullshit! This game makes no sense at all.
If Monokuma twisted the truth for this case, then he could have twisted it for the other cases as well, making this killing game unfair.
Then, it's not even a killing game anymore. It's just killing.
I won't forgive them. I'll never forgive them for breaking the rules and killing Kaede. So cruel. I'll never forgive them. And I will avenge Kaede. I swear on her kindness and her love and her grave that I will avenge her.
Yeah! How dare the mastermind create the detonator that blew up the adorable Monodum!
You're the one that blew him up. Don't pass the buck.
Anyway, we know the mastermind is also Rantaro's killer. Let's figure out who that is.
That is, if Monokuma still wants to continue this class trial.
Of course we're gonna keep going! Like I said, this killing game will never end!
No, Monokuma. I will end this. I will reveal the identity of the mastermind and end the killing game.
May I interject? You keep accusing this so-called mastermind, but... Are you sure there's even a mastermind at all?
Are you sure you bastards aren't imagining it? If the mastermind is real, show him to us!
You guys are the ones hiding them!
It's possible the mastermind is still in this academy. The survivor perk said so.
If they were involved in Rantaro's murder, there's no doubt. Then they must have snuck in during the Gopher Project and stayed hidden in the academy. You just odd. What was that all about? I just realized something. Say it, or I'll cast my all the guys you date will be single fathers curse. It's Kaede's younger twin sister!
Or what?
Younger twin sister?
It was on this Gopher Project participant list. She has a twin sister. It seemed sort of weird to me. Junko and Oshima had a twin too, right?
Are you saying those same circumstances apply here as well?
This killing game was influenced a lot by the past one, right? So maybe the mastermind's real identity was too.
The mastermind who snuck into the academy and made us play this sick game. Is Kaede's twin?
Maybe. I guess that's a possibility.
Either way, there's no doubt that the mastermind is hiding somewhere in this school.
How unfortunate that you couldn't find them during your final investigation. You're not allowed to leave while the trial's in session, so you can't search for them now.
You can't leave during a trial unless you gotta pee.
Oh, I gotta pee. We're not going for that one.
Darn. Kaede's twin. Is the mastermind still hiding somewhere? Is she really the mastermind? Is it that simple? Non-stop debate start.
Can you guys figure out the identity of the mastermind?
Besides the
Interesting.
16 of us at this school.
What are these clues? According to Mother Kuma, they go into the library quite often. It makes the flashback lights.
There was a 17th person too. That 17th person is the mastermind. It could be Kaede's younger twin sister. Just like the previous killing game, the mastermind might have a twin for this game too.
If it really is the same as the previous killing game, then Kaede would still be alive. And she could potentially be the mastermind.
Who cares? You're still no closer to the answer.
No leaving while the trial's in session!
According to the list of the Gopher Project participants, Kaede had a twin. Maybe it is correct, but we have to determine something else first.
Can you guys figure out
It
the
is the
identity
clues.
of the mastermind?
Besides the 16 of us at this school,
I don't think there's 17 of us.
there was a 17th person too. That 17th
Person is the...
mastermind.
That's wrong! No, the mastermind can't be a 17th person. That contradicts what Mother Kuma said.
The one you're all looking for comes to this room quite often.
It implies that the mastermind wasn't in the hidden room the whole time. They must have been coming and going between the room and the academy, right?
So long as they could access the girls' bathroom.
Would someone who has to stay completely hidden really risk that?
Right. If they were trying to hide, they would have just stayed put.
I see! That's some impressive logic.
Don't agree with him.
And during the investigation, I found a classroom that makes flashback lights.
A classroom that makes flashback lights?
I'll explain the details later. But there was something interesting.
Right at that moment, the classroom door suddenly burst open. There you are, Shuichi. Himiko. The classroom changed back to normal.
When the door is opened, the classroom reverts to its original state. Clearly, the room is hiding something.
Isn't it obvious? A mastermind didn't want anyone to see them making flashback lights.
But why create such a classroom at all? If the mastermind were a 17th person, they could have their own completely separate room to make flashback lights.
Indeed, that would be much safer.
Knowing this, we can make a few assumptions about the mastermind's identity. However, the implications aren't good.
What an ominous way to say it. But there's nothing to worry about. We got this far because we're friends. We're in this together no matter what. There's nothing to fear.
Someone's about to hit her and I'm gonna feel bad.
Yeah, she's right.
The mastermind's identity. Considering the facts we have, my detective work points to... It's a participant.
That's it! The mastermind is most likely one of the participants of this killing game.
One of the participants?
One of the 16 people who were forced to play this game. One of us.
What did you say?
The classroom that makes flashback lights and a hidden room being visited often. It all suggests that the mastermind is someone we'd see every day at the academy.
Someone we'd see every day. Like one of the 16 students?
That's crazy! There's no way one of us is the mastermind! Because we're all friends! We swore to fight together!
Then it just means that all your friendship talk was a lie, right?
Shut up! That's not possible!
You're upset and irrational. At times like this, a voice of reason is necessary. Absolutely necessary!
Got it. We're up.
Alright! We're gonna put on a reasonable yet outstanding show and earn our right to live!
Our right to live? Is someone about to die? Is that what's going on?
Monokuma, why didn't you make Monotaro fix this thing? You know, if you're gonna remake the body, why include the same faulty memory chip?
Whatever! I don't believe you! There's no way the mastermind's here!
Wait. Even if it's one of the 16 students, it doesn't mean it's one of us, does it?
Huh? What do you mean?
It's possible that the mastermind merely faked their death and has been alive this whole time. Now that we know Monokuma will break rules as he sees fit, that possibility should be...
What's that supposed to mean? Hurry up and answer! If you hurry up, I'm gonna blow up the rest of the Mono Cubs!
Hurry up and answer!
Oh no, please don't. I don't know what I would do without them. No? It was a bluff? Alright. The identity of the mastermind, we'll know for sure. Once we determine who killed Rantaro. We need to confirm something to find out who that is. And that is... What was everybody doing?
That's it!
If anybody went to the bathroom, they are
We need to
screwed.
go over everyone's alibi for Rantaro's murder again.
Our alibis? From way back then?
Didn't we discuss that during the first trial? What good would it do to discuss it again?
Now that we know Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, it might lead somewhere. We might find a hole in someone's alibi that we didn't see at the time.
So we just have to give our alibis again.
Fine. Then let's do it. So we can be sure that the mastermind's not one of us.
I wonder where this discussion will lead. Will it lead to a mastermind in this very room? Or not? Either way, we're gonna make sure this trial stays exciting!
I was in the game room in the basement.
Uh-huh.
With Kaito and Gonta and Maki.
Yep.
Also,
His magic.
Tenko and Angie were there too.
Even if I was in the same basement, it's impossible for me to have killed Rantaro.
Hey! I didn't kill Rantaro either!
I was in my room by myself. And so were Ryoma and Kokichi too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
I was in the dining hall. Kyo, Mew, and Kirumi were with me. Though I did leave briefly to use the bathroom.
Oh, you.
I couldn't have killed Rantaro.
Oh, you very much could have.
And Shuichi was with Kaede, so he couldn't have killed Rantaro either.
There's something wrong here. Why would you mention going to the bathroom? Just pray that we forgot that part. Also, Tsumugi. The fuck?
I was in my room by myself. And so were Ryoma and Kokichi too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
Bathroom. I couldn't have killed.
No. There we go.
That's wrong! Wait a minute, Tsumugi.
Huh?
You said you went to the bathroom.
Like, the only other people that would corroborate your alibi are dead. Why would you mention going to the bathroom? It's true, I went to the restroom closest to the dining hall.
The girls' bathroom near the dining hall, right?
What did you say? That bathroom? Huh? What? What about it?
Shuichi, didn't you investigate the girls' bathroom? Did you find anything?
The utility closet in that bathroom has a hidden passageway. One that's connected to the hidden room in the back of the library. Which means it's possible to get into the hidden room from that bathroom.
What?
Around the time Rantaro was killed, Tsumugi went to that exact bathroom. I'm positive that when Rantaro was killed, the culprit was in the hidden room. It's too convenient to be coincidence.
Hold on. This is all so sudden, I don't think I understand. But maybe they got there from the hidden door in the library instead.
No, I don't think so. Remember that I had placed dust in the card reader in the library. I was trying to determine if the hidden door was opened with a card reader. But the dust didn't fall. That means nobody used that card reader.
So, to enter the hidden room, they would need to use a different route, the girls' bathroom.
Yes, I believe that's the case. The culprit entered the hidden room from the girls' bathroom on the first floor, and with the help of Mother Kuma, watched the situation in the library unfold. As soon as they saw that Kaede's plan failed, they waited for the camera interval and leaped out of the hidden room, shot put ball in hand. The hidden door could open from the inside, so there was no need to use the card reader. In any case, the culprit attacked Rantaro with a shot put ball, left it in the library, picked up the shot that Kaede had used, and returned to the hidden room.
And they also took the survivor perk monopad that Rantaro had, right?
Yes, then they left the monopad and the shot in the hidden room, headed into the passageway, and returned to the girls' bathroom.
Are you saying the one who did it was Tsumugi? No, it has to be some kind of mistake. Up till now, everything pointed to the mastermind not being one of us. Is Tsumugi even capable of doing all this? He's just a cosplayer, you know. Yeah, all this would be impossible for just some cosplayer.
But
Plain.
you said that you went to that bathroom during Rantaro's murder. How can you possibly refute that fact?
Refute? It's all just a coincidence. Oh, Kibo and Ryoma didn't have alibis. What if they went to the girls' bathroom?
Then you would have
Did
seen
you
them.
see one of them in the girls' bathroom?
What?
If one of them had gone into that bathroom, you would have seen each other, right? But you never mentioned that.
Why'd you bury yourself?
The
That's... Smoogie, what's the meaning of this?
Can this really be true?
Smoogie, is this true?
No, it's not! I really only went to use the bathroom. I didn't know about the hidden passage.
Look lively, Monocubs! You're up! Move your asses!
That's very wrong.
Father's never yelled at me like that before.
If we don't do well here, we're all gonna get blown up together.
I still want to live longer. I want to see the next chapter. So please, let us win.
I don't know if there is one, Monophony.
What?
Please, please let us win. We don't want to die.
We're like snowflakes. We're one of a kind.
I don't know what Four Eyes is talking about. Bad guys never wear glasses.
Anyway, just cut it out. We don't want to die.
Monokuma and the Mastermind are the bad guys here. You don't want to die? Do you know how many of my friends were sacrificed?
Please
16
help
minus
us.
4.
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We don't know anything.
I don't wanna explode.
Even if she is the culprit.
Hey, let's just stop this.
There's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
The evidence to point to Tsumugi being the mastermind. I didn't notice it at the time, but I know now for sure.
Please help us.
The voice print system?
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We don't know
I guess she didn't say the word birth, huh?
I don't wanna explode.
Even if she is the culprit.
Hey, let's just stop this.
There's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
I'll cut through your words. Before being destroyed, Mother Kuma told us something.
I have a built-in voice print authentication system. I can't birth Monokuma unless the designated person specifically says the word birth.
That individual is, of course, the Mastermind.
When the mastermind commands Mother Kuma to give birth, it makes a spare.
We all tried it out.
But Kiba wasn't there, was he?
Right, because I was fighting the Exisals.
Did you hear that? Kiba didn't try giving Mother Kuma a command. So the real mastermind is...
Tsumugi was the only one who didn't say give birth.
Huh?
Everyone else said give birth.
Whatever, just give birth to a Monokuma. Are you listening? We said give birth to a new Monokuma. Hurry up and give birth to a Monokuma.
Tsumugi specifically used a different phrase.
Yeah, try and make a new Monokuma.
You didn't say give birth. You said make. You knew how to get Mother Kuma to create a spare, didn't you? That's why you specifically said make. If you had said give birth, Mother Kuma would have made a spare. Am I right, Tsumugi?
Hey, come on. What's wrong? Don't be like that, Shuichi. Do you really think I'm the mastermind? There's just no way.
Well, I've maxed out my relationship points with the other two, so I really...
Hey, everyone, say something. I'm not the mastermind. That's crazy, right?
Then refute it. We're waiting.
Huh?
I don't want to believe it either. That one of our friends, the survivors, could do this. That's why I'm begging, Tsumugi. I'm begging you to refute me. I might be wrong. I was wrong before. About Kaede. That's why I need everyone's help. I don't care if my detective work is wrong. I want to hear your argument. Reaching the truth together is what cooperation means to me.
Tsumugi, please.
Tsumugi, please!
What's the matter? You can't argue back after hearing that.
Whoa, hold on. I don't know what's going on right now, but just hold on a sec.
Oh, Momosuke's infamous impatience rears its ugly head.
And what an ugly head it is!
I don't think friends should blame each other like this, you know? Come on, smile, everyone. I know, we could watch a comedy special so we could all smile.
Bye, Momosuke.
Geez, you're noisy.
Wah! Momosuke! Father, why? You loved Momosuke so much.
Oh yeah, you're right. But we're at the good part now. So be quiet and watch like good little cubs.
Father?
See? It's getting exciting. Shuichi is trying to reveal the mastermind, trying to overcome despair. It's so heart-pounding!
We have the mastermind cornered. Why is Monokuma so calm? He should be feeling cornered as well. Forget it, we're on the offensive here. If we make the mastermind's identity clear, all of this will be settled. It's gotta be Tsumugi.
It has to be you! Mastermind of this killing game. And the culprit who killed Rantaro. It's you, Tsumugi. There are no other possibilities. You don't have anything to say?
Anything to say? Even if you keep saying all that stuff, I still don't get it. Hey, let's stop this already. You're mistaken. Because we're all friends, right? Weren't we going to work together to end this killing game?
This is a class trial. Although we were forced into these class trials by the mastermind, that's how we survived. It was the only way. It was the only way we could survive. So please, Tsumugi, refute the evidence. Say something. Your life depends on it. Please.
Tsumugi, I don't want to suspect you. I want to believe in you. I want the mastermind to be somewhere else, like in the previous killing games. So, if you're really not the mastermind, then don't give up. I'll cheer you on.
Even if you say that.
Tsumugi is taking her sweet time, but waiting around is so boring. Hey, Shuichi! Why don't we look over the case again?
What?
Come on, that's like your thing. Present the truth and end this. Because there are people who don't know what the heck is going on until we get to this part.
The summary.
Now then, let's start.
People in the dining hall. That would be... there. The survivor perk monopod. They gave her thing glasses, really. Shuichi, run. Rantaro goes to camera. Yes. Has its way in the bathroom. There.
This is the truth of the case! With this new evidence, let's look back at Rantaro's murder. The night of the incident, Kaede and I were in the first floor classroom. We were waiting for the mastermind to trigger the trap we set in the library. Around that time, there were 4 people in the dining hall, including the mastermind. The mastermind was probably irritated that no murders had yet occurred. After the motive was given, they knew that Kaede was planning something. But the mastermind wanted some insurance. They would take action if necessary.
Even though he's eating, his mouth zipper remains closed.
The mastermind excused themselves from the dining hall and went to the bathroom. And from there, to the hidden room in the library that only the mastermind could enter.
Wait, did I just hear that correctly?
And there they waited.
Hold on. Give me my transcript. Yeah, I'll have to check it in it.
With less than an hour before the time limit expired, Rantaro moved the library's bookcase.
Did they say the mastermind and then he?
Which set off the receiver I was holding. It all happened the way we determined in the first trial, except at the end. I ran out of the room, and Kaede rolled the shot put ball into the air vent. At the same time, Rantaro was lured by the flash of the hidden camera Kaede set. He unwittingly stepped right into the path of the shot. The shot rolled down the path Kaede made, and then fell right onto Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. Or so we thought. It turns out that was just what the mastermind wanted us to believe. In reality, Kaede's murder plan happened quite differently. The shot put ball that Kaede rolled didn't actually hit Rantaro. He must have been surprised seeing the shot put ball drop out of nowhere like that. But his fate was sealed. The mastermind saw that Kaede's plan failed and stepped in to finish the job. The mastermind jumped out of the hidden room and attacked Rantaro from behind. And in their hand, the real murder weapon, their own shot put ball. Rantaro wasn't killed by Kaede's shot, but by the mastermind's. The mastermind picked up Kaede's shot and left their shot put ball at the scene. They also looted the survivor perk monopad from Rantaro's body. Those things in hand, they retreated back into the hidden room. I remember seeing the bookcase closing just as Kaede and I got there. The mastermind had probably just finished their crime. And so, the real truth was perfectly hidden from us. We went to the class trial, and reached the truth that Kaede was the culprit. But that truth had been twisted by the mastermind. After the murder, the mastermind left the stolen monopad on the table in the hidden room. And threw Kaede's shot put ball into the trash can.
And they never took out the trash.
A little careless of them to not get rid of all the evidence. They probably believed no one would ever get into that room, but we did. Their crime complete, the mastermind went back through the hidden passageway. The passageway led from the hidden room all the way to the girls' bathroom on the first floor. While the mastermind was pretending to use the girls' bathroom, they were actually using the hidden passageway. That's how they moved around without being noticed. Anyone could have used the hidden passageway, not just the people in the dining hall, but looking at the survivors. Only you could possibly be the mastermind. If I'm wrong, please, refute me. Please tell us you aren't the mastermind. Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer. That's the truth of this case, of the killing game itself. Well, Tsumugi?
Well, what?
Yes! What a scorching hot twist! My hand holding the detonator is tensing up!
Don't get tense! Calm down!
Daddy! Please stop this! Go back to how you used to be! When you loved us so much!
How I used to be was more suited to a different story than this one.
Huh?
Basically, your story doesn't matter. I gotta watch this exciting development!
Well, Tsumugi, are there any flaws in Shuichi's logic? If so, then please tell us.
Flaws? There's a bunch of flaws all over it.
Then explain.
You can do it! You can do it, Tsumugi!
Even if you cheer me on. It's not like that. I didn't do it. It's plain to see.
Fight back, Tsumugi! Come on! You can do it! You can do it!
Daddy, you're tensing up again!
I still want to live, so please don't push the button!
Tsumugi, please just say something. If you don't defend yourself...
It's Junko Enoshima!
What?
'Cause it's always been her. In the Hope's Peak killing game and in the Jabberwock Island killing game, Junko Enoshima didn't participate. She controlled the game from outside. Even if it's boring or repetitive, she's always the mastermind, isn't she? Then it's like that this time too. It's gotta be Junko again.
Junko Enoshima is dead. She's not part of this killing game.
She was also dead for the second one, in fairness.
You're wrong. She hasn't been eliminated. It's all Junko's doing. This killing game is her doing too. Yeah, that's gotta be it. 'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
Daddy, please don't get so excited! You pressed the button by accident!
Look at our cute faces! Can you really bear to be without us?
Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is what? Okay, time for a commercial break.
No, it isn't!
See? We're a good comedy group too! So please don't...
Fair enough.
'Cause Junko Enoshima is... Junko Enoshima is...
Right the fuck here!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
I have questions.
Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what? Again? The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
The 53rd.
There you have it! Once again, the mastermind is Junko Enoshima!
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane? Our friend who survived with us?
Himiko.
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane. Because I'm just a character. You know, a lie. Sorry to all her fans out there. If any of you even exist, that is. A lie? Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Ooh, calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko Enoshima!
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair? Well, does it?
No, that's not possible. Junko Enoshima is dead.
But why did you call yourself the 53rd?
As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima. Yeah? As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction. Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Must be nice having spare vocal cords.
Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Enoshima's.
Whatever it is, you're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she...
No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over.
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that.
So? Is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game!
Huh? The viewers? It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain. Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher Project, and my inner Junko told me. Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair. That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game. And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them.
Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair?
Make.
He was your comrade, right?
Huh? Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades. It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right? The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls. But I am despair itself.
I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity?
There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules? You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
Your what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it.
There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled.
That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
A complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak?
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
I'll determine exactly why later. For now, I need to identify the discrepancy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference! Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy. Alright, time to play some Danganronpa Trivia!
Oh boy, you grossly overestimate how much I've been paying attention. Oh boy.
The biggest, most awful, most
Actually, I have a feeling that this might go for a while more. So, yeah, cliffhanger episode. Yeah, I release everything the same fucking day. It'll just be part of the next video so this one doesn't get too long. See y'all in a bit.